Hello Aquarius, welcome to your August 2019 reading. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's get started Aquarius. From the Crystal Mandala you have the Ascended Master Kuthumi and the gemstone of moss agate. This speaks about the sacred ecosystem. The sacred ecosystem relates to conscious connection, supportive relationships, and also a time of magnetism to attract what you would like to attract into your life, or the type of people you would like to attract. There's a feeling here of letting go of having to fight alone or to do things alone, to fight against the tide. It could be that you or someone around you has felt ostracized, rejected, or perhaps even criticized harshly. But the universe here is assisting you to find your rightful place. It's kind of like a soul connection or finding your way home. Now this may be staying where you are because you have had more of an impact than you think you have where you currently are, or it could involve relocating as well. Now from the Ganesha cards you've pulled the card of childlike expression. You can champion your inner child's emotional life by listening carefully to what you need and want in your own heart. You might have been taught to give up your own desires for the sake of others, but that of course isn't necessary. Ganesha here is bringing you guidance that not acknowledging your desires and needs takes away from your own life and defeats your spirit. Here it's about getting back to re-stimulating that inner child's ability to look, listen, touch and explore. Reconnect with your emotions. Practice trusting your inner knowing or senses. There's a feeling here of expressing your true feelings, connecting deeply to yourself on an emotional level, especially if there's any kind of uncomfortable feelings that need to come to the surface, to be seen and released. It's about finding patience and joy in simple things and taking a step away from acquiring material things and rather listening to your soul. Love, respect and honor your inner child and allow time for play, whatever that means to you, whatever mode that pleases you. This is how your inner child operates. It knows no boundaries, holds no expectations and loves unconditionally. Okay, let's have a look here, Aquarius. I've already meditated on your energy. At the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Wands. So there is this spirit of growth and expansion around you. So Aquarius, let's get started. I'm doing a horseshoe reading. We'll have a look at the past energy, the present energy, the near future, your advice or your best path to follow, what's happening around you that is currently affecting you, your hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about, or the overall energy. Right in the center here, Aquarius, you have the Page of Cups. It's in the reverse though. So when I look at that, I think of the inner child, but you're in the reverse, or your inner child is in the reverse. So it may be that you have forgotten what it was like to be that child. If you think back, it was a time where you didn't have too many worries or concerns, or at least I hope that you didn't. And it was a time where there was more simple joys and pleasures. You didn't have to have a lot in order to feel happiness. So there's a sense here for you, Aquarius, of reconnecting with that inner child and finding that inner expression of joy, opening up, having fun, not being quite as serious perhaps. Now in the past, you have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So I'm getting a sense around this. And I have to say what I see here. I feel it's in relation to motherhood, perhaps your mother, Aquarius, or someone that was a mother figure to you. They're coming out in the reverse, which tells me that there was something here where you didn't feel perhaps loved enough or cared for enough. This is usually someone who I want to say, tends to value things that are less emotional and more material in nature. So it's someone around you, I think, from your youth, Aquarius, and there's something that you're holding on to here, maybe unconsciously. You may not recognize it because, you love your mother, I know that, or you love this person. But underneath there is a little bit of pain there that needs to surface so that it can be healed. Okay. In your current energy, you have the Ten of Cups. So it is in relation to family. And again, you do love family, you love them. There is contentment here. So there's a chance for happiness around you. Supportive people, coming home. In the near future, you have the King of Wands in the reverse. So there's a feeling around this. And I'm picking that up more as your energy there, Aquarius. You're not a fire sign, but you're coming across as someone who has lost the passion, lost that desire for curiosity, for having fun in life. When you think of the King of Wands in the upright, he is someone who is mature, responsible, but he's also fun-loving. He hasn't lost sight of the passion, the fun side of life. And I get here that you might have done that, Aquarius, or someone around you has. The light's gone out. The playfulness, that spirit of adventure, of being happy and curious about life. As your advice or your best path to follow, Aquarius, you've got the Hermit. So it is about doing that inner work, stepping away from distracting thoughts, distracting people or devices, and finding a place of calmness, of peace, retreating, so that you can look at the past, look at what needs to be brought to the surface here, spoken about. May or may not be with this actual person. It could just be speaking to a neutral third party about what needs to come out, but it does need to come out, this, so that you can bring back that spirit of joy in your life, that childlike expression, that playfulness. Around you, you have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Yes, so there is potential for happiness around you, and coming out of a period where perhaps there has been an emotional disconnect, emotional unavailability. For some of you, there might have been some mild depression as well. But it tells me that there is a potential of someone looking in at you here thinking that you're sad and that they would like you to be more happy, more joyful, experience life more as that childlike energy rather than seriousness or focusing on perhaps material things. Now let's have a look at your hopes and fears. Now you do have the Death card, so I do think that you're recognizing there needs to be a major shift in your life, a major change. Please excuse the rain. A bit of noise outside there too, so I beg your pardon. So with the Death card here, it is about making that transformation, to leave the past in the past. But in order to do that, it has to first come to the surface so it can be cleared away in a healthy way. Because if there's repression around this, and I feel that there is, then there is some underlying or undercurrent here of perhaps unhappiness or resentment. I'm picking up as a family figure or someone that was like a family figure in the past who perhaps was more materially motivated. So it's about bringing out the emotion, getting in touch with your deeper emotions here. That's the transformation. Now the outcome for you is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So there is some discontentment around your life at present. Generally, there's unhappiness with how things are working out, but it's because of this, how you're viewing things. I feel that there has been a focus on acquisition, money, material wealth, that kind of thing, and a focus on work. But it hasn't led to true happiness. It hasn't led to deep emotional fulfillment. It could. There is potential around you with that Ten of Cups, but there is someone looking in at you. It could be a partner or friend, thinking that there's something that you need to do in order to release this past energy. Do that work here on that, re-engaging that inner child so that spirit of playfulness comes out again for you, Aquarius. So it's beautiful energy, but let's take a look at that Eight of Pentacles in reverse as the outcome. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So if there's been any kind of harshness, any kind of win at all costs energy, now you might have won. You might have won the things. You might have won the money, the good job, all of those kinds of things that was imprinted on you as a youth. But ultimately, I feel there is a sense of being unhappy with how things have worked out. So you've won the battle, but you've lost the war, the inner war. And I feel that you'd like to return to a more innocent kind of energy. Let's have a look and see what the outcome is here for Aquarius. What is the outcome here for Aquarius with this Five of Swords in reverse? I don't think you're interested in that. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, you're looking for an escape, a way out of, it could be a career where you have to be really cutthroat. I think it's wearing on you. You've lost that spirit of playfulness. It's win at all costs. It's like very aggressive kind of energy that I'm getting around this work that you do, or your focus. But I feel very strongly that you're looking for a way out of this. And let's get one more card on that Seven of Swords. I don't think you're telling people about this though. You're keeping it close to your chest, Aquarius. Let's see. What is this Seven of Swords about? And we have the King of Swords. Okay, that's you, Aquarius. So I've got you there wanting to escape from this workplace that you have, or a way of life. Now, it may be a workplace, but most likely this way of life where you have felt like you needed to be, I'm getting it as very aggressive kind of energy. You needed to be really aggressive to get things. But again, I feel that this was imprinted on you from a young age, probably from parents. You're looking at what is truly going to be emotionally fulfilling for you, and I get the essence that it's not this. It's not the acquisition of material things. You're being asked to go within here, to detach, retreat from the everyday kind of stresses of life here, and really take a very honest self-evaluation about what it is that you want to keep in your life and what is not worth keeping. You want to go through this death cycle here so that you can be reborn. The inner child can be reborn here. And I think that once you do that, I get that your spirits will lift. This heaviness, this weight of the world around that you're carrying here can be lifted. It's going to take some work though, Aquarius. I do feel that. You know, that the thing with with the sacred ecosystem there, about finding your home. That Ten of Cups, I feel, is that energy. Finding where you fit. And I get this magnet energy around you, that you're being drawn, or that you're drawing people to you, Aquarius, that are more like this spirit here, the spirit of playfulness, and not so cutthroat. You know, you could have a high-powered corporate job, or you could be a lawyer, or someone here who is having to fight on a daily basis with your work, but it's not making you happy. And I feel that you want to go through a deep transformation in your life, including the workplace here, and go back to simpler times where things were not exactly easier, but just happier. It's not that you're seeking the easy road. It's not that. It's just bringing that sense of joy, that sense of curiosity and wonder back in your life. And where you are now, it's just, I get apathy, disinterest, which of course is not a great place for you to be, Aquarius. It's not you. There's some kind of greater plan for you, I feel. And you're being led in this way so that you can be your brilliant self, you know, flaws and all. It's not about being perfect. I think in this job, part of it is you have to be seen to be quite perfect, and for you, you don't feel that way inside, and you're just not feeling that you're in the right place or you're in the right job. You don't have to judge yourself harshly. All things serve, and all things have a sacred purpose here, Aquarius. So if you have felt ostracized, abandoned, rejected, or criticized by a system in which you've tried to serve, you know, it could be this job here. Perhaps you felt let down by this job. When this sacred ecosystem comes to you, Aquarius, you are being notified that the universe is assisting you in finding your rightful place, your home, where best to fulfill your life's work. Now, that may mean that the system you've been doing your best to operate within has benefited from your light and presence more than you realise. Or it could mean that the time has come for you to shift, that there is a new community in which you can serve. And it may involve physical relocation or an energetic shift, or both. It may result in new connections forming and old ones dissolving. Either way, though, you're going to feel more connected. So let's get a spirit animal for you, Aquarius. What is your spirit animal for the month of August? For the month of August, can you tell me what the spirit animal is for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to hear? Spirit animal for Aquarius, please. Spirit animal for Aquarius. A spirit animal for Aquarius, please. Oh, okay. We'll take that one. It's fallen on the floor. Jumped out. Okay. We've got the white stag, the card of the protector. You are an old soul, Aquarius, and your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. So it's really beautiful energy there. You know, I get this as going back to basics, getting back to your true nature, letting your intuition, your gut instinct, take you where you need to go. I feel that you'll know instinctually what is right for you, And there may be, of course, people around you that don't agree, but, that's for them. Aquarius, you're your own person, of course, and I see you making a decision to leave behind what isn't right for you. And a sense of returning home or getting back to basics or back to nature. A more natural flow for you. So I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius, and wish you the best. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. If you're interested in the love readings here on YouTube, check down below. There is a link to the August readings, which are already up. So please check out the love readings if you haven't already. I wish you the best, and a special thank you to my listeners on the Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Bye for now, Aquarius.